Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. So I'm at my Bridgeport mill here, and on my vise I have set up a bar, aluminum bar, and I want to drill a couple holes in here. And when you drill in a vise like this, when you machine in a vise like this, you need parallels to keep this part that's going to be machined parallel to the vise. And in order to do that, you use what machinists call a set of parallels. So I'll pull this out here, and here's what is called a set of parallels. There's two of them, hence the name parallel, and your part sits on this inside the vise. And this stops your part from being out of parallel, and this stops your hole from being out of perpendicularity of your drill. Commonly known as machinist parallels. So they come in sets, different heights for different parts. This set is a common 6-inch set because the width of the vise jaw here is 6 inches. But then they come in these narrow sets, and there's quite a few of them. The thin parallels are very nice if you want to drill a hole on this edge. And with the regular parallels, you're going to hit it. With the thin parallels, you can drill right between them. And once again, these come in many thicknesses. But wait, there's more. Then there's a set of these called wavy parallels. And as the name says, they're wavy. And they come in from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches. And they're again used if you want to drill a hole in something very thin. And this will hold it in there, your vise, real nice. Something on edge like that. Wavy parallels. Starrett makes a very nice set, as many people do, of adjustable parallels. And as the name implies, they're adjustable, and they're used for working on your vise, but also they can work for measuring. They're adjustable, and they have a little flathead screw in there. If you want to measure between two objects, if you want to measure a groove, you can put this in the groove, tighten it down, take it out, and use a micrometer and measure the width of that groove. It's really handy. This little one here, we're doing the same thing. If you want to measure the width of a keyway slot. So on any machining project, I could use a regular set, a thin set, a wavy set, or an adjustable set. You can see how much space this takes up, and if this was in a drawer, it'd take up a whole drawer just for parallels. You got to pull the box out, lift it up, put it back, open up this one, just trying to decide which one works best for your job. So that is today's problem, and this video is about. Let's make the ultimate parallel storage solution. So here you can see my Kennedy toolbox, and these 3 boxes of parallels take up one whole drawer. And the problem is you have to lift it up. You really can't see the size of it until you pull it out and look at it. And then sometimes you want to use a thin parallel or a wavy parallel or a regular parallel, and you got to keep on opening these covers up to look for the one you want. Now I could cut the covers off, but that kind of solves the problem. But still, you can't see the thickness. Do I want one this thick or do I want one that thick? And which one is the right size? What I really want to do is have it live in this open shelf, and this is really close to the mill. But you still got to grab the box, open it up, put it back, open it up. If there's one way I could have all the parallels with easy access, and I could see the end of the parallels, I could see which one is the height that I want. Have them all laid out so they're all next to each other. That's what I want to come up with. Let me think about this. So when I said let's think about it, I did. And this is what I come up with. A bunch of 3D printed parts. Let's take them out and look at them. So there's 4 kinds of parallels. There's 4 different colors. They're color coded. And each one has the type, here it says thin, and the height. Adjustable, regular, and wavy. So you take out the corresponding wavy, and it sits right in there. And it sticks out on the end, because next to it, you're gonna have a corresponding thin one, or you could have a adjustable one or a regular one, and it'll all be stacked in a row. So when you look at the end, you can see how thick they are. Pull it out, put it back. You don't have to open up all these boxes and take up a whole drawer. So my friend Nick said, once you have a 3D printer, every solution you have is a 3D printer. And yes, I am guilty of that. Each holder has corresponding 1/4-inch holes, and it all holds together with a 1/4-inch threaded rod. So if you can imagine, these all bolted together and all the parallels sticking out the end, that's my solution. Let me take a few minutes, assemble this all, and we'll come back and look and see how it works. I thought this would be interesting to see, before I assemble it, all the parts that go into this. You might not have all 4 sets of parallels. You could just print the red wavy sets, the blue regular, the orange adjustable, or the black thin ones, or any combination of this. That's why they all have holes. They can slide together, and any combination that you would like. Let's finish the assembly. So here's all the boxes of parallels set side by side, and let's measure how long that is. And that's about 35 inches, maybe 36. Now here's a new holder I printed, and it looks pretty colorful. And let's measure that. And that's just a little bit over 16 inches, half as much. So imagine this taking up space of 2 boxes, either 2 sets of parallels. This is definitely a win. Let's go put it where it's going to live. So in this shot, you can see my Bridgeport mill, my curved vise, and up here my parallels. I can stand right here, look at the vise, look at the parallels. I don't have to open up any boxes, drawers, or pull anything out. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. So here it is, and it's home. It's quite colorful, and once you get used to the colors, you know orange is adjustable, black is flat, blue is regular, and you can just grab them real quick and go try it in a vise and come back. You can see the end profile of them. You're not looking down anymore, you're looking at the end. Let me fill them up and you get a better sense of the space. Here we are. All the parallels are set in here. Well, how does it look? Everything's in its new home. And the adjustable parallels have a little screw slot there, flat screwdriver. So right here, I have a screwdriver, so you don't have to go find one when you want to use it and tighten it up. Has a home right there. The wavy ones, the regular ones, the thin ones. All nice and neat. You can see the thickness at a glance. Even if you're looking down, it's not so bad if this was going to be in a drawer. But no boxes to open up, no boxes to close, no drawers to open, no drawers to close. This is it. So thank you for following along on this 3D printing odyssey. Please support my channel by subscribing if you haven't. I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.